if you collect anything, not just vacuum cleaners as we look at here, anything at all, there'll become a point in your collecting career when you realise that even if something's free, it's not all it's cracked up to be. And I'm going to try and explain this to you using this Dyson DC08 Animal as an example. Tell you what I mean. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? Yes, we have this Dyson DC08 Animal which I picked up from the side of the road fairly recently. It was there with a load of other rubbish, just this, and I grabbed it, put it down a bit, I grabbed it, picked it up primarily to do this video more than do anything with it. So before we get on to my hopeful point of this video, let's have a look at the machine itself, because this is all we have. So if we take the hose off, because obviously the hose stows away, and in fact on the DC08 we can take the hose off completely, which makes it a little bit easier. We have the hose itself, which is very good, nice hose look, it's a bit dusty. We have the telescopic wand, which sits there, quite nice, that works all right. Not really damaged at all, in fact it's quite clean. I presume it was being thrown out. It was, do not worry yourself. So there's that. Well, actually rather oddly, that's what it, I wonder why there was two of those. Okay, there's an adapter that I've never seen before that goes on there. In fact that adapter is probably more to make the tools fit the hose. The problem with DC08 is that it had a fair few styles of tools, and this is one of them. It is a click fitting, the click is on the tool and it pushes in there. So well, there we go, yeah, because that's the end of the wand. That was confusing me slightly. So obviously that's where it clicks into. So we have the wand and the hose and this adapter, and then the machine itself, which is fairly clean really. The bin is full of dirt. Not quite sure I'm going to tip that out right now because it's a bit icky. Inside isn't too bad. It's a fairly averagely used Dyson really. Have a peek at the post motor filter. There's a fair bit of sand in there. Fair bit of gunk on the filter. These things, they're nice. I would recommend a DC08 any day of the week really, but they do need maintenance, quite a lot of maintenance. And under here again, quite filthy dirty, is the pre-motor filter even, which is a genuine Dyson one. There's a lot of sand in there. The DC08 doesn't cope very well with gritty substances, I find, but it might have been overfilled, who knows. So that is there. Let's put it back together. Oh, now filthy. The cord rewind, well, the cord is there, so it seems complete. It's got its original plug on it. There's no fuse cover sadly. Cord rewind, it was a bit slow. The cable was out when I got it, and I was half expecting it not to work, but the cord rewind works very well. And if we will pop the hose back in, and we'll plug it in and turn it on. There is nothing wrong with that at all. That works very, very well. Which brings me on to the crux of this video really, which is all of the missing parts. We have no floor head, And no small tools. On the DC08, the small tools sit on a clip on the hose, and then all the tools fit on there. So all we have really is half of a Dyson, which is why I did double think about getting it, because the problem is I need to find a very specific floor tool, the tool caddy, and the 3 small tools. And the 3 small tools aren't, you know, normal Dyson tools, because they fit inside the tools, they fit into there. So I can't just go and buy a dirt cheap, you know, eBay special pack of 3 tools. Even with this adapter, in fact, they fit in like the adapter does. And that makes them very expensive. And the problem with this is that on a good day, I might be able to get 60 quid for it. But looking around on eBay, there aren't any floor tools for sale that fit it that I could find. I might have a closer look. But then I'd have to find all the small tools as well. And that then becomes not quite worth it. Because normal tools, here we have a pneumatic dusting brush. It sort of fits, but not incredibly well. I mean, hang on, if I find a floor tool, which I probably should have done before we started this video, apologies for that. Here we go. Look, we have the one from Knackered Henry. It won't fit in there at all. If I don't know why I'm using that, I can use this. Oh, it fits into there badly. So I suppose I probably could make it into a bow jack, but it's not very sturdy, as in if I start to use that, it looks awful. It won't park on the machine because you have to take the floor tool off to park it on these, otherwise it just looks like that, which is a bit stupid. And it's mainly why I probably wouldn't have picked it up if I hadn't thought, oh, I could do a video on this, because I'm not sure it's worth me investing any actual money. I mean, I shall have another look, and if you see a second video on this, you'll see that I found some, but I don't think I will, because it's just not worth spending the money to find a tool. And that is something that goes back to my original point, that you have to think about when you collect anything really. It's always better to get a machine with all of the parts. You can pick one of these up for a tenner that has everything and just needs a refurb. When you have to start putting actual money into buying parts for it, especially bespoke parts like this needs, suddenly becomes a little bit less easy to do, which is why you should always look twice. And this stuff comes with tools. If you do buy on second hand and something's shown in the picture but doesn't immediately come with it, you need to ask, otherwise you're going to end yourself in a world of pain trying to find a part. And there we go. This is my bin find DC08, which if I can't do anything with it, I shall pass it on to somebody else who can. So don't worry, it isn't going to go back in the bin or anything silly like that. Don't worry about that. But yeah, something to bear in mind. Pass a little bit of my limited knowledge onto all you younger collectors. Be half aware of what you pick up. Because even though this was free, I mean, if you wanted it as a car back, fine. Not a problem, because you can use this and you can fit just old random tools to it. It'd be fine for doing the car, but if you wanted to sell this properly, you would have to sink in probably half of its value to sell it, and then you've only made 30 quid profit, if you can get 60 for it, that is. You have to spend a couple of days working on it, so all of a sudden not that much of a bargain. There we go. Nice little short video this week, well today. There'll be another one coming along soon in the usual ways, but there we go. Sometimes, even if something's free, it's not all it's cracked up to be. So, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you very soon. Bye bye.